Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian and I am the horror show host, who also likes death metal. And speaking of death metal, Cannibal Corpse released their 15th studio album. It'll be up tomorrow, this video, so that's when they'll be releasing it worldwide. But I have an early copy from Indie Merch and Metal Blade Records, the website itself, and I've listened to it a couple times now, and I know where it places for now. Now, keep in mind, this ranking video that I'm going to be doing for Cannibal Corpse will always be changing. I will always have a different preference. I even tried to narrow 3 songs down from each album, and I was like, these songs keep changing. I'm like, oh, I love Shredded Humans the most on Eating Back to Life. Wait, no, now I really like A Skull Full of Maggots. It's like, wait, you just said, nope, I like A Skull Full of Maggots, that's all that's going to be about it. So I decided to do a temporary ranking, where my opinion could change, but for now, this is pretty accurate. And also keep in mind that all these albums kick ass. So with that out of the way, let's begin without further ado. Number 15 is Kill. Absolutely love this album. Make Them Suffer. The Time to Kill Is Now. Great songs. Death Walking Terror. It's very loud, very in your face. This was a new beginning for Cannibal Corpse. I forgot why, but they were like, oh, let's do this, and now we have this. I think it was a replacement of somebody in the band or somebody behind the scenes. And they're like, let's just do it like this from now on. Which I don't have a problem with. I do have a problem with the album artwork, though. There is alternate artwork where they have this crazed maniac holding a knife, but they decided to put Kill right in the forefront. But why? Number 14 is Evisceration Plague. Driven to kill, this is not my will. I have compelled to slay. Great album. Look at the size of this sucker. It's got like a gatefold and everything. But it's not even a vinyl, it's just got this cool folding in, folding out little piece of death metal beauty. That cover, I always thought that was George Fisher. I was like, that's got to be George Fisher, but then none of the other people in the background look like the band members. So I was like, maybe not. But maybe. Who knows? I really love the songs on this one. We have Evisceration Plague, as mentioned before, Carnivorous Swarm, Unnatural, a lot of great songs. Number 13 is Gore Obsessed. Hatchet to the head. I love this one. Savage butchery. Ravaged you will be. Or ruthlessly. There's 2 sections of that. This is a great album. Kind of lackluster artwork. It's kind of pale and tan, but it gets the gore obsessed meaning and it brings it to the forefront. And we also have Mutation of a Cadaver, Hatchet to the Head, which is probably my favorite one, Pit of Zombies, which starts out like Devoured by Vermin with a but then it changes. Savage Butchery, great album. A little muddy in the production, but hey, it's death metal. Number 12 is going to be controversial, because not only is the title, the artwork very graphic, but my place in this ranking is going to piss some people off. However, I tried to get into this album quite a bit, and it doesn't always work out. There are some songs in here I really like. There are some songs in here I can't really remember. But that is Butchered at Birth. Now, that is a graphic cover. I'm going to risk showing the covers on this video, but maybe have a little glare on them. No, it's not working. Why is the glare not working when I need it to? Bastard. But yeah, this is great songs. Meat Hook Sodomy. Ugh, it's brutal. Vomit the Soul, the title track, Butchered at Birth. It's a sadistic song. It's really nasty, and it's all about this woman who had a bad abortion day. Abortion's not funny. What am I talking about? Innards Decay, Rancid Amputation, which is a really good one. Um, really cool album, very famous, probably more so for the artwork, which is very graphic. Number 11, this is A Skeletal Domain, which has probably one of the more tamer album covers, but I still love it. It's beautiful, it really is. You can't go wrong with a Pit of Hell, or whatever, wherever this place is, A Skeletal Domain, if you will. Songs on here that really work are High Velocity Impact Splatter, but if I'm going to say that, I have to sing it, because it's just amazing. High Velocity Impact Splatter! Kill or Become. If you want to live, you have to kill or become! We got a lot of great songs on here, man. A Skeletal Domain, Sadistic Embodiment, Headlong into Carnage, Funeral, Cremation, Ice Pick, Lobotomy, Vector of Cruelty, Bloodstained Smith. They all rock. Hollowed Bodies, Asphyxiate to Resuscitate, which is like, what? You rhymed. You beautiful bastards. Number 10. This is actually the first one I ever listened to, I think in its entirety. This is Vile, which you can't go wrong with. Devo! More for the hip-hop wire! Orgasm through torture. Yeah, that'd be the day. Vile's a great album. It's very early stages of Cannibal Corpse with George Fisher as the vocalist, because from Eats Him Back to Life to The Bleeding, Chris Barnes was on vocals. Then he left, and I think George Fisher made the band necessarily better. Yeah, that's the two words I'll use. Number 9 is one of their newer albums, which is just a banger to listen to. That is Red Before Black! You can't go wrong with this one. This is from 2017, so this is their second to last album. We have Red Before Black, Only One Will Die, Code of the Slashers, which is probably my favorite song off this album, Shedding My Human Skin, Head Shoveled Off, Firestorm Vengeance, Scavenger Consuming Death, In the Midst of Ruin, Hideous Ichor, or Itchcore, or Hideous Ichor. This is just a banger. It rocks. The cymbals are a little louder, that's why I kind of placed it below the next one. But Red Before Black, awesome Cannibal Corpse album from their later stuff. Number 8 is their newest one, Violence Unimagined. Look at that brutal ass artwork. I might have to, show you the alternate, because damn. See, that's the alternate. So let's see here. We got Murderous Rampage, Necrogenic Resurrection, Inhumane Harvest. You can tell my voice is worn. Follow the Blood, Slowly Sawn, Over Torture. I'm pretty sure the ballad everyone's trying to hear, because they said they have a ballad on this, is definitely Surrounded, Kill and Devour, which it's like a pop song but death metal, and I absolutely love it. I was laughing while listening to it, and laughing with it, not laughing at it. Number 7 is Eats Him Back to Life. We got great songs on this one. We have Shredded Humans, which is probably my all-time favorite Cannibal Corpse song. It's the first one off this album, too, which is crazy. A Skull Full of Maggots, Rotting Head, Born in a Casket, Buried in the Backyard. This is from 1990. This is their very first album. It's a great headbanger album. It's like dun 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 dun. That's Shredded Humans. Like, it's got that great quality to it. It really wants to make you rock out and be as sick as possible. Number 6 is Bloodthirst. Now, Bloodthirst, I swear this is like a sci-fi-esque album artwork. It's got like this mutation with the caution banner going around the side. It's like, maybe this was like a scientific experiment that escaped and is killing everybody. That'd be really cool. But what do we have on here? We have Pounded into Dust! Unleashing the Bloodthirsty, the Spine Splitter, Ecstasy and Decay, Raped by the Beast, Hacksaw Decapitation, Condemned to Agony, Sickening Metamorphosis. Just crazy songs, crazy album that absolutely works. I like it. Number 5 is, oh boy, this is a graphic one, The Wretched Spawn. 7 Head Studying Decency Defied. Festering the Crypt, The Wretched Spawn, Slaying, They Deserve to Die, which is a great one. Bent Backwards and Broken. Crazy. Festering in the Crypt. I think I already mentioned that one, but still, it's worth mentioning again. Number 4 is Gallery of Suicide. This is right after Vile. I will kill you. Disposal of the Body, Sentenced to Burn, which is probably their most famous song. Gallery of Suicide, Chambers of Blood, Headless, great songs. From Skin to Liquid, which is actually instrumental. Very interesting. It's got a neat cover, too. It's definitely gallerific. Expedalidocious. Okay, now we're down to the top 3. This is the final one on here that has George Fisher as a vocalist. Torture. Torture has a lot of bangers. We have, oh, this is going to hurt my voice. Demented Aggression! Scourge of Iron. Encased concrete, as deep as the knife will go. Intestinal Crank. Ah, that hurts me. Rabid. A lot of great songs on this album. Probably, most likely, definitely my favorite George Fisher album, with him as the vocalist. Great stuff. Very sick. But that's par for the course for Cannibal Corpse. Alright, now we're down to the top 2. Now, these were hard to decide on. Not really. Number 1's usually always my favorite. But this is a very great album. Both the top 3 and 2 were kind of flip-flopping. But this is Tomb of the Mutilated. Something inside me. I swear to God, I'll be singing much better tomorrow. It's so hard to understand his lyrics in this one because Chris Barnes seems to have such a low register. Something inside me. This is what I get for trying to sound like George Fisher instead of Chris Barnes. I used to sound like Chris Barnes more, now I sound like more like George Fisher because he keeps screaming. Gotta resort back to the low growls, man. Great album. Sick. Twisted. Heavy. Probably their heaviest album, or at least heaviest with Chris Barnes as the vocalist. But, yeah. The best is The Bleeding. This is a lot of people's favorite, and I can see why. Funny story, this has the censored version on the bottom, yet it's not censored. It even has the parental advisory up top. It's not censored at all. It's not even censored at all. In fact, the CD says censored version, but it's not. It's like they released this album and were like, yeah, we're gonna put out censored. It's not really censored, but hey, you know. Sounds like Fucked with a Knife is not edited. I like the other alternate artwork a lot better, but this has great songs like Staring Through the Eyes of the Dead, After with a Knife. My favorite is Stripped, Raped, and Strangled. I come alive in the darkness. I can't do it anymore. My voice is like, fuck you, asshole. The Bleeding, Return to Flesh, Pulverized. She Was Asking for It. Pickaxe Murders. I love this album. It's definitely more popish. Not like in terms of like pop music, but definitely of like popularity. It's got a lot of the stuff that made this band what it is today. So yeah, this is the final Chris Barnes album too, so it's fitting to go out with the final one on this list. So yeah, I'll put this back on. We got a lot of albums, 15 to be exact. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I am Brian Gatto, the Horror Show host. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page and support me on Patreon, where even $1 a month will help keep this channel going on strong, and I greatly appreciate it. Plus, you get access to body counts and other music videos that you can't get on YouTube because of copyright and age restriction. Monetary support: if you don't want to support me monthly on Patreon, you can always support me on PayPal at horrorshow37@gmail.com. That way, you can still pay me if you want. It's not necessary. It's not 100% necessary, but it does help, and it's greatly appreciated. But it won't be a monthly payment. Like, you wouldn't have to subscribe to it monthly, which would be a help to a lot of people I know. Like, oh, I can't afford the monthly subscription. Like, I totally understand. Also, hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And as always, oh god, the vocals. So